It is not cool to be a loser. Go to school. Graduate. Do not be a college application fiend. Those people are not cool. Those people are not fun. Those people are mentally ill. If you knew everything, you wouldn't be in school. You'd be in the industry creating like bots for Russia or something. Do things that you genuinely enjoy. You cannot like will other variables. You can't make everything work in your favor. Hi, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Hibba. I'm 16 years old and I recently just graduated high school. I know, sounds crazy. I'm a high school graduate. I'm Unk now. It's odd, it's scary, it's interesting, but I graduated and now I'm out of school going to college, and it's all odd and it's all weird. But if there's one thing that I have done these past 4 years is I've learned a lot, and not just academically, but there's a lot of tips and things that I've learned. And so in this video I'm going to be sharing them all with you so that you can hopefully not make the same mistakes I did and be better than I am and go be awesome. My qualifications for telling you this: I was class president, prom queen, graduated at the top of my class, gone to some pretty snazzy colleges, and I did genuinely enjoy my time there. I loved it. I had plenty of friends and I had a really good social life. So those are my qualifications. So I feel like I can give some decent advice. So I cannot make intros. I've said this time and time again. So into the video. Bye bye. The very first tip I want to give you, and I want you to take this to heart: being academically motivated or working hard will never be uncool in any life. I know that a lot of times it seems like the cool kids don't do their work and it's like kind of cool to slack off and it's cool to go do other things, and to an extent, you know, it may be fun to not do your work, but I assure you, come senior year, you're going to wish that you locked in freshman year. And I do not mean you need your nose to the grindstone 24/7. You don't need to, like, when I say that you have to try hard in school, I don't mean you have to like have your nose to grindstone every 5 seconds, go like pre-med, get like all 100s. No, I mean that, think of it this way: you're going, for the next 4 years of your life, you're going to go to school every single day, wake up at an ungodly hour and sit in an uncomfortable chair for 8 hours. Don't you at least want to gain something from that? Like, imagine going through that whole entire experience and not even getting anything from it. I would be disappointed in myself, honestly. We all know the school system is not the greatest, and we all know it is unfavorable. However, if you must do it, don't you think you might as well own it if you have to? I mean, if I have to get a degree, I'm gonna get the best degree ever and be like the smartest, baddest person ever. That's just me though. So it is, and it's never, ever, ever uncool to try hard. I promise you that. You should work hard in school. You should dedicate your efforts. You should sit down, pay attention to what the teacher is saying, and you should try your best. And if people think that you're not cool for trying your best, then they're the uncool lame ones, because one day you're going to have a great career and live a comfortable life, and they will be, you know, wherever they find themselves. But just try hard. Hard work has never, ever, ever deterred anybody from anything in life. And if it did, then they were working hard at the wrong thing, like stealing or something. But work hard in school. I promise you it will pay off. I need any proof of it paying off. Here you go. I've won a lot of money this year. I won a lot of awards this year. I won a lot of recognition this year, and none of this would have happened if I didn't lock in these first early years of high school. And so please just lock in and you will see the results. And I'm going to quote Nicki Minaj when I say this: it is not cool to be a loser. Go to school. Graduate. And I'm being like so for real. Your future self is going to thank the high school self for trying hard. And I like, B's are great. I don't know why people are so obsessed with, but you don't have to be obsessive. You don't have to be like valedictorian. When I mean try hard, I mean do the best within your ability to get the best grades that you can. If at the moment that grade is getting a C, I salute you for that. If at the moment that grade is a B, I salute you for that. However, if you're going to sit down, spend your parents' time, effort, money, just sit there and waste away 4 years of your life, shame on you. My second tip, actually, I just told you to lock in, but you need to take breaks. And I'm saying this as somebody who went through the whole, you know, studying till 3 a.m., waking up, going to school, repeating it, because I saw Rory Gilmore to do that, and I thought that was what you were supposed to do. But no. First of all, television is not accurate. But even if it was, there is no reason why you should be in high school studying until 3 a.m. You are not a medical student. You are not a law student. You are not an engineer. You are, what, a 13, 14, 15-year-old? Why should you be studying into the darks of the night? You are a growing I don't want to say child because I guess y'all are grown. I don't know how old y'all are these days, but you guys are teenagers. Teenagers need sleep, and as much as people hate to admit, you do need sleep. And I know teachers can pile on homework, but you should not be awake at midnight studying. If you get homework, I will talk about time management later, but if you are academically motivated and you really want to get valedictorian and salutatorian and you want those straight A's, that is respectable, that is admirable, and I salute you for that. However, there must be balance. I'm saying this, you do not want to burn out your freshman year, because come sophomore year, junior year, senior year, you'll be done. And when I mean done, you won't even be close to where you want to be. Take your time, give yourself breaks, allow yourself time to replenish, and it will be okay. And you don't even have to you don't have to go on vacation or something. Let's say you study 2-3 hours, your mind's getting foggy, take a break, sit down, read a book, walk, touch grass, just do something like that, and just be taking breaks regularly so that you do not burn out, because burnout is not fun. And I can tell you firsthand, burnout is not fun. My third tip is that you should actually try to enjoy your classes. And this is going to sound so odd, because why am I trying to enjoy algebra 2? Hello? But after I spent time trying to enjoy my classes and I actually paid attention to them, I found out they're actually quite fascinating. And the reason I say to try to enjoy your classes, you don't have to like them, but try to actually consider them and pay attention really closely, because come senior year, you're going to try to be thinking of a college major. And if you don't remember any of your classes, how are you supposed to pick one? For instance, let's say come senior year, you're debating being like a doctor. Well, if you didn't really pay attention to your science classes, you won't know if that's something that you can actually do. Because I don't recommend going straight into a bio major if you've never remembered what a bio class is like. Or let's say math, you want to be a computer scientist or an engineer, but you didn't pay attention in calculus. It doesn't really work like that. And you can be successful. However, it is a lot easier if you have the good foundation, and knowing these classes will help you build, for college applications, a lot of people like to build their resume early. So taking these classes and kind of knowing what you like kind of helps you build that. I am not saying to become an obsessive college application freak. Those people are not cool. Those people are not fun. Those people are mentally ill. However, if you want to, if you're trying to figure out what you want to be in the future, or you want to go to a competitive college and you're looking at your options, paying attention to these classes and trying to enjoy something and find something that you like can be very helpful. So, and it can also help you pick clubs. Like if you really like science class, you can be like, oh, I want to be in science club. Or if you really, really like your math class, you can decide, I want to be in math club. So pay attention to your classes and try to enjoy them, or at least find something enjoyable in them. My next tip, I say this with the most love possible: do not be a college application fiend. Let me say this again. Do not be a college application fiend. And there is nothing wrong with dedicating 4 years of high school to going into a good college. Okay, that is great. All of my friends did it. I did it. It is great to have a goal. However, when I mean being a college application fiend, I mean staying up till 3 a.m. every single day researching colleges. I mean doing everything just to get into college. If you're founding a nonprofit because you want to get into college and not because you genuinely care about the cause, then you are doing the wrong thing with your life. A lot of people do these things, and I mean crazy things, like they learn how to play violin so they can play at like the opera or something, or they do these crazy things and they get so burnt out. It's sick to look at them, and it's awful. And just doing that will kind of warp your whole, it really depresses you. Like imagine, because there's always going to be somebody better than you. And so if you spend your whole high school career trying to be the best, and then you end up finding out that, well, in the grand scheme of things, nobody's really the best, it will very much depress you. And the whole college application scheme, if your whole entire For You page is just how to get into Princeton, how to get into Harvard, I'm just saying, find something else you enjoy, okay? Life is too short to be only worried about college applications. If you want to get into a good college, do that. By all means, try your best, look for resources, do everything that you can. But remember, you can only do what you can. You cannot will other variables. You can't make everything work in your favor, okay? Staying up till 4 a.m. for 5 days a week is just not healthy, and the difference is not going to get you into Princeton. If you're going to get in, try your best. You will get in. However, please do not make your whole personality college applications. If somebody tells you their SAT score, do not be calculating the percentage of them getting into Harvard. If you're talking about extracurriculars, do not say that, oh, I'm president of 20 clubs because I'm trying to get into Harvard. Don't do that. David Fishwell-Kumar and all these people from the shows, they don't exist. They're not real, okay? It's not realistic to do all these things, and you shouldn't try to do all those things, because why are you going to be in 20 clubs if you don't even like one of them? Do things that you enjoy, and that will be my next tip. Well, I think it's the same tip, but whatever. Do things that you genuinely enjoy, and not just for college applications. And I think I just said that, but I cannot stress this enough, okay? If you want to do art, join art club. Do not decide not to join art club because your college applications will look weaker. Or if you hate science, really hate science, do not go and join science club because you feel like it'll make your application to Princeton stronger. Don't do that. And I have met so many people that have done that and just ended up unhappy and depressed, because in the grand scheme of things, getting into Harvard is like, what, 4% acceptance rate these days, and you can totally get in. You can 100 million. There's a great chance that you can get in. However, at the end of the day, you could cure cancer and not get in, and you could end world hunger and not get in. But if you spent your high school career doing things that you like anyway and that you're truly passionate about, you will find joy anywhere you go, and you will be successful wherever you go. But if you spend your entire high school career trying to get into Harvard and then you don't get in, well, you don't even have your passion to fall back on, you don't have your joy to fall back on, there's nothing. And so just try hard, get into these colleges, but remember, there is more to life. And that's probably my biggest tip in this clip. There is way more to life. My next tip: do not be afraid to ask for help. If you're struggling in math, go get tutoring. That's it. That's simple. If you're struggling in science, go get tutoring. If you want help, go get help. If you are struggling with a topic that the teacher is saying, raise your hand. Just raise your hand. It's that easy. Do not ever feel like it's embarrassing to raise your hand, or it's embarrassing to not know something, okay? If you knew everything, you wouldn't be in school. You'd be in the industry creating like bots for Russia or something. That's just not how life works. So if you are in school, it is for you to learn. And so if you are not properly learning, never ever feel like it is like cringe or like uncool to ask for help. That was left in 2011, okay? It is 2025, okay? Raise your freaking hand and ask for help. My next tip is kind of two tips. First of all, participate in class. If you know the answer, girly, pick up your Hermione Granger hand and say the answer. What are you waiting for? Like, who are you waiting to answer it for you? You want somebody else to answer it for you? Why? You have a mouth, you have a brain, answer the question. Like, what are you sitting there for? Participate. And the reason I say this is because participating helps you build bonds with your teacher. Come senior year, you're going to be needing teachers to write recommendation letters for you. And do you really think they're going to want to write a recommendation letter for the person who never opened their mouth once in their class? What are they going to write? She existed? She breathed air? That's just not how it works. But also, just participating helps you know your teachers, you know? Through answering questions and things, you kind of get to know who your teacher is. And not just that, if you participate, and let's say you get like an 89.9 on a test, your teacher is a lot more likely to round it up to an A than if you just sat there and never were looking their way, never saying anything. Why would they round it up? They don't even know who you are. And just participating leads to, you know, them rounding it up for you. Or maybe if you have a question about it, they're a lot more eager to help you, so they could like come after school with you. They would put in a lot more effort to helping you, and through these efforts and through these places that they help you, you get to build bonds with them. And building a bond with your teacher is probably one of the most important things you can do in your high school career. The bonds I built with my teacher have literally brought me money, have really brought me opportunities. Come senior year, you're going to be needing these people to write your recommendations. You're going to be needing these people to give you opportunities that they find. You're going to be needing them to vouch for you, that you are a good student and a good person. And if they don't know you like that, then they don't know you like that, and they can't vouch for you. And you will need these vouchers, because they won't just, these places, these schools, they won't just trust your word. They need other people to talk about you, and you want them to say something good. And just also, teachers are low-key chill. Like, my teachers were some of my best friends, and I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of brilliant friends, but my teachers took the cake. Like, I have a teacher, I love her. I don't think she's gonna let me say her name on camera, but I think she knows who she is. She's really nice and cool. And I literally, after school every day, we used to just go by her office and just sit there for 30 minutes and just yapping about the randomest things. I would rant about people, tell her about my day, tell her about college, tell her about SAT studying, tell her about everything, and she would listen. And she even went to my award ceremonies with me. We went places together. Like, it was like a whole it was great. She was a great mentor to me. But this all starts with raising your hand in that class. So I want you to promise me through the phone, wherever you're watching this from, promise me that when you go to school, you're going to answer at least one question in every class. Promise me that. Anyway, that's my next tip. And my very last tip is probably going to go against a lot of things that you've seen, but you do not need the fancy stationery. You do not need the $100 backpack. You do not need the $30 notebooks. You do not need the binder that can fold 15 different ways. But I'm saying, if you have the means to purchase this $100 backpack, it is cute, you genuinely want it, like, go for it. Who am I to tell you not to buy it? However, if you're like me and do not have the means to buy a $100 backpack or $30 markers, it is all right. It will not hinder your academic well-being. And I know it seems like it, like there's these back in my day, and there was these markers, the mild liners, and I thought they were so cool because they were pretty and they would make you highlight and everything. And so I wanted them so bad, and I thought that I just couldn't survive without them, so I bought them and stuff. And they were great for like a week, then I forgot about them because I was so like piled with other things, and I mostly just typed on my computer anyway. So at the end of the day, my academic well-being probably would have been the exact same amount without it. So I'm just telling you that if you don't feel like you need to buy all these fancy things to succeed, you can get into Princeton without mild lines. You can get into Harvard without, you know, having I don't know what backpacks the kids are wearing these days, but you don't need one of those to succeed. You'll be great, and you will still be cool without these things. Okay, if you tell yourself that you're cool, girl, you're cool. You're golden. Like, you don't need these people to be telling you that they're cool. Who are they? Like, are they the masters of coolness? Do they own coolness? Like, who died and gave them the crown? That's not how it works. So, yeah, like I said, you don't really need these things. However, make sure that you do treat yourself. Everything ends with a however. There just has to be balance. Like, if you got $20 and you really want these highlighters and like you really want them and you feel like they will enhance your well-being, then buy them. Like, why not? Give yourself treats. Don't say, oh, these are like $2 over the budget and I can't buy them. No, you do not need them. Let me make this very clear. This is a luxury. You do not need them. However, if you really want them, you feel like they will help you, and like you've sat about this, you've talked about it, you've like thought about it, and they're within your budget, and they most likely will help you. If you want them that bad, then just that motivation will help you study, okay? These things that motivate you to study are golden, so just allow yourself, okay? You don't gotta be like, it doesn't make you smarter to just use a single book, pen, and paper. You can succeed with that, and it is brilliant if you do that. However, do not feel like you must strip yourself of basic comforts to succeed. You'll be great. So basically the whole step is you can succeed with the most expensive things, you can succeed with the cheapest things, okay? Just get something within your budget and you'll be great. Next, the social aspect, and I've talked about this a lot, honestly, because I talk about this a lot, but girly pop, look at me. There is nobody on this earth cooler than you, except maybe me, because I'm just like the most cool person ever. I'm kidding. But there is nobody who can tell you if you're cool or not. You need to have the confidence to think that you yourself are great and awesome, okay? You are awesome, you're great, you are beautiful, you're wonderful, you are brilliant, and you can cure cancer, you can go to the moon right now, but you need to tell yourself that you can go to the moon, otherwise it just won't work out, okay? You can't rely on this external validation telling you can do this or that, okay? Who cares if they think you can do this or that? The bee isn't supposed to fly, according to us. Well, duh, it can fly because it can, but according to our laws of aerodynamics and things, the bee shouldn't fly. But it doesn't know that. It doesn't know that we think that, and it flies anyway, okay? Be like a freaking bee, okay? I crack myself up on this channel, but literally be like a bee and do whatever the heck you want, okay? These people's rules do not apply to you. Of course, if the rule is like, you know, don't go out naked, don't do that. Like, that's indecent. However, if it is something that is minuscule and it is something that there is no like actual set in stone thing, like if it's something like how you should wear your hair, girly pop, wear your hair however the hell you want to wear your hair, okay? If you want your hair to be like that and just do whatever you want, okay? You don't need to do anything to fit these people's standards. You will still have friends, and these people that you meet that are friends with you because you fit these standards, they're probably not your friends anyway. They're probably not even that cool or that great or anything. So be yourself. That was the whole tip. I don't know why I strayed, but the tip is be yourself. Like, be yourself. Get it? The be yourself. Oh my god, period. Be yourself in everything that you do. Do not sell your soul to these Lululemon chicks. That sounds so bad. I love Lulu. Like, wear Lululemon if you want. That's great. Live, laugh, love it. Like, awesome brand or whatever. However, if you do not like it, do not wear it. Okay? If you don't want to wear Nike Pros, don't wear Nike Pros. If you do not want to be wearing, I don't know what's popular. If you don't like Labubus, don't have a Labubu. Like, ain't nobody forcing you to have one, okay? The external pressure that you feel is not real. It's just like TikTok messing with your head. You're great. You do not need any of these things. You are fine. Be yourself is the tip. I don't know where I'm straying, but be yourself. And I promise you, it's better to be yourself with 0 friends than be somebody that you're not and have all these girls flocking all over you, okay? You don't need them. You're great by yourself. My next tip is that you are not ugly. You are a baby. That's it. You're not ugly. You're what, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? Like, I'm not, my face is going to change because I'm still not grown yet. I'm just 16. However, what I looked like at 13 is not what I look like now. Let's see if I have a picture of it. Not me about to put my embarrassing photos on the internet, but did I screenshot them? Let's see. This is just, I'm giving you proof that what you look like right now is not what you're going to look like forever. And even if it is what you're going to look like forever, girly pop, you're not ugly, you're beautiful. Who's to tell you that you're ugly? But regardless, you do not have cuticle face or anything. You're a baby. You have baby fat. You do not, just because you went through puberty or whatever does not make you any less of a baby, okay? You're young. You have a young face. You're not supposed to look like Angelina Jolie. You're not supposed to be hot. You're not supposed to be cute. You're not, well, I guess you can be cute and hot. Like, those things can also be true. But you should not be trying to look like Angelina Jolie or any of these, or Kim Kardashian or whatever. First of all, they've had work done. But these should not be the people that you should try to be like, because, I mean, maybe one day you will look like them. But you are in high school. You cannot change the way that you look. You cannot control what you look like. But I assure you, you are not ugly. You're simply what a normal teenager should look like. And these days, you know, society standards make it seem like, oh, you have to have like lips like a balloon or like all these things. No, you do not. Okay. Allow yourself to be young. Allow yourself to have the face that you have. And let's say this is the face I have for the rest of my life. This is a perfectly normal face. Nobody has to be walking around looking like a model, okay? Models aren't real people. They're fake. Sorry. They're not fake. I'm just saying that a lot of the times these people that we idolize and put up to a pedestal have a lot of work done. They have so much makeup. They have all these things. That's just not safe and healthy to compare ourselves to them, okay? The face that you have right now is great, okay? If nobody thinks you're pretty, I think you're pretty, okay? I swear to you that I think you're beautiful. I don't care if you look like Shrek and Donkey had a baby. I don't care if you look like a spider. I don't care if you have 14 ears. I don't care if like your hair, you have 2 single strands of hair and you have a cheek here, and a cheek there, and then you have maybe a pair of lips right there. I do not care. I swear to you that I think that you're beautiful and awesome and handsome and or like whatever term you prefer. I promise you, you're beautiful. You do not need to like think that you're anything otherwise. You are beautiful. I can't really speak on makeup. I don't wear makeup. A lot of you wear makeup. I don't know what to talk about that. I don't know how makeup really, like, I'm not an expert on that, so you'd have to talk to somebody else. However, in my opinion, you don't need to wear makeup if you don't have the means for it. Like, if you don't want to spend $30 on something to make yourself look better for somebody else, then don't. Like, if you want to do it, do it. I mean, God knows that I spend money on things I shouldn't be spending it on. So if you want to buy makeup, hey. However, if you do not want to, you do not have to. This is just me telling you that you do not have to do things because other people are doing them, okay? Just because your friends wear makeup does not mean you have to. Just because your friend is doing this does not mean you have to, okay? This is going back to be yourself. You are perfect the way you are, and your face is awesome. And this is me telling you that, and I'm like the most right person in the world. So if I say it, that's how you know it's correct. So the next tip that I have is about boys. Now, I'm not saying they cannot find your soulmate in high school. Maybe you can be. I mean, everybody has different lives. A lot of people marry the person they met at 14. Some people don't. I'm just saying that in high school you should not give up anything for a boy in high school. Okay, I'm not saying you can't fall in love, date, do a little, whatever y'all chill and be doing these days. However, do not give up anything. And I don't mean like don't give up a sandwich. Like, that's fine. But let's say you want to go to Harvard and he wants to stay here. Do not give up Harvard for your high school crush. That's what I mean, okay? Have your fun or whatever, but be wise, okay? If he truly loves you and he truly will marry you, or he truly likes you, he will not want you to give up your goals. So just keep that in mind, okay? And if he truly likes you, he will wait. If I loved somebody, I would wait for 10 years just to see her smile. So I'm just letting you know to keep that in mind. Do not be falling for these people that got like a 2.0 GPA, bro. Leave these people alone, okay? Live your life. Get yourself together, okay? Do not spend your night crying over a person who cannot add and subtract. That is just all I'm saying. That is all I will say, because I do not find myself qualified to talk about boys, because I'm just not a qualified person, have not had experience in that sector. However, I'm just warning you, you are better. Boys in high school are not developed boys. They're like children. So do not feel like you have to find your soulmate in high school. And maybe you will, maybe you won't. But remember, do not give up anything for these homo sapiens, okay? If they truly like you, they will wait. And that's all I shall say. My next tip is go do the childish things, okay? Go get that sweater that you think is cute but has like the Care Bears on it or something. Go get a Barbie dream house. Go do those girly things, okay? You only have so many years of being a teenager. After you turn 20, you will be an adult for the rest of your life. Like, somebody save me. You're gonna be an adult forever. So this is the time that you have to be a kid. So be a kid. Like, go do the kiddie things, okay? Go to the park, hang out, go play on the swings, go do the jumping jacks, go do what you can, okay? You are a kid only once. Use that time. Like, do not go spend your energy, okay? Go do cartwheels, go hang out, go hang out with somebody and, I don't know, watch Phineas and Ferb. I don't know what the kids do these days, but be a kid, okay? Never feel like you have to grow up, okay? If you do not want to do something, do not do it. You only have such a few years of childhood, so just live it like you want to. Next tip is to have respect always. I don't care if you're talking to the president of the United States or your younger sister. I don't care if you're talking to a janitor or a Krispy Kreme worker. I don't care if you're talking to a rabbit in your backyard. Have respect always, because it will come back to you in a good way or in a bad way. I'm not refuting or saying karma is a thing or not. I'm just saying that good things that you do have a way of coming back to you. So be good and kind and be respectful above all else. Maybe you can go to an interview or something, and the person that you meet coming in could be the person that's going to interview you. So imagine if you were rude to them. Imagine what would have happened. Just be respectful at all times. Like, just whenever you can. Okay, it doesn't have to. If the person calls you a word, just take it, walk away. Like, there's nothing a person can say that's worth jeopardizing your future over, because in high school the littlest things can cause you to not walk at graduation, can cause you to lose this, can cause you to lose that, can cause you to lose XYZ. So do not be jeopardizing that by riling up some idiot who calls you a bad thing. Just leave them, let them be. It will come back to them, because they will get called it by someone. If you're calling somebody that, best believe somebody's going to be calling them that. So just let them be, let them live. And remember that everybody does have different backgrounds. I know it's so hard to like walk away from somebody saying that, but everybody does have a different life, and sometimes people's lives do influence them. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying have pity for your bullies. I'm just saying when people do that, just remember that everybody grows up different, and just be respectful no matter what. That is what I'm saying. Hey, if you get into a fight and you win, I don't know, man. I don't have experience in that sector, but my take is just to be respectful. Don't be fighting nobody, please, okay? Don't be fighting nobody. Just go to your room, go reflect, go live your life, okay? Leave these people alone. Live your life, and it'll be okay. I have 2 more tips. Join clubs. Or I kind of just mean try. And these are kind of opposite tips. The first tip is just try everything, okay? You want to play soccer? Don't play before try soccer. Like, it doesn't matter if you're bad, it doesn't matter if you suck. Try soccer. If you want to play hockey and your school has a hockey team, try out. Like, you don't have to be Ronaldo level of everything to do it, okay? If your school has an art club, if you've never done art before, just try it out, okay? Or just try everything, because sometimes you find your passions in the weirdest ways. Or let's say you try soccer this year. I've met people, or I know of people who started playing a sport their sophomore year and then went D1. So you can try things. And even if you don't go D1, you can do things just to enjoy them. You don't have to do things with an end goal in mind. Like, you can just enjoy things to enjoy them. So try everything. Do all the clubs. I'm not saying don't fill your schedule from top to brim. I'm saying if there's something that you want to try, then try it. If there's something that you want to do, then do it. And a lot of the time, that's where you'll find your bestest friends. Maybe in art clubs, or you'll find your friend that also loves art, and then you hatch up, hang up, and that might be your roommate in college. So I'm just saying, try everything. Do not be worrying about being the best. Do not worry about being like the absolute awesome. It's just to try everything. And my last tip is fail and fail everything. And I'm being so for real. Like, if you only try things that you're good at, you're going to stay in the box forever, for the rest of your life. Just imagine this, for the rest of your life, you're just going to be doing something that you were good at when you were 14. No, why would you do that? High school is when you explore, because when you become an adult is when your mistakes actually matter. In high school, I've made a million mistakes, but they're not on my record because I'm just a girl. And I don't mean I haven't killed nobody, but these little mistakes, let's say if you don't know how to parallel park, learn now. You don't know how to I don't know, you can't run a mile, start running now. This is your time to do it, because you're an adult. That's everybody expects you to know how to do things. But you're in high school. Everybody thinks you're dumb. So be dumb and stupid and fail and try and do everything that you want to be, okay? Take advantage of not being able to do things, okay? You can do it. This is now. You can be, let's say, a lot of people think that they're not talented and they can't do things. Okay, now you can do things. Become the most talented, awesome freaking person ever, okay? This is your time to shine. You have 4 years just for you to be awesome, okay? Now go be awesome. Go be the next Serena Williams. Go be the next Barack Obama. Go cure cancer. You have 4 years. Your potential is limitless. I can just see all the crazy things that you're going to do, and I cannot wait to see them. Share them with me on my Instagram. Anyway, that's the end of this video because like I said, the sweater is so itchy. I want to get out. So love you guys. Thank you for watching my video. Please tell me videos I should make. Tell me ideas that you have. Tell me help that you need, and just text me and we can catch up. And yeah, love you. Bye.